class. In this module, I will explain you about water. As we know, water is very essential to sustain life. All human activities and economic development depend on water. But only 1% of fresh water is available for use because 97% of the earth's water is saline, which is found in oceans and seas, and 2% is frozen water in the form of polar ice and snow found on high mountains. Therefore, it is very important to preserve our fresh water resources. Now, let me explain water cycle. Did you know that rain is the primary source of fresh water? Rivers, lakes, groundwater are only the secondary sources of water. The water of rivers, lakes, oceans, and seas evaporates in the form of vapors and forms clouds. The clouds gets condensed and comes to the earth's surface as precipitation. Precipitation means rainfall, snowfall, hail, drizzle, ice, etc. And through this natural process, we get fresh water. This process is known as water cycle or hydrological cycle. Water cycle involves the continuous circulation of water in the Earth's atmosphere. The main processes involved in the water cycle are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff. You have to learn the diagram very nicely. This hydrological cycle or water cycle diagram. You have to learn it very nicely because it is very important for exam. Okay. Now, let me tell you about fresh water sources of India. See, nature has abundantly blessed India with rich water resources. Indian rivers are classified into two. They are perennial rivers and seasonal rivers. Perennial rivers means the rivers which have a continuous flow of water all throughout the year. And these rivers are Indus, Ravi, Beas, Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, Gangas, Yamuna, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Brahmaputra and Kosi. Then seasonal rivers means rivers only they are rain-fed. That means when rainfall takes place, then only the rivers will have water. And they do not flow all throughout the year. They are mainly found in central and peninsular India. And these rivers include Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Narmada, Tapi, Chambal, Betwa, Sindh, and Luni. Next, about groundwater sources. So, groundwater sources are also abundant in the northern plains because of abundant rainfall. But in other parts of the country, groundwater resources are inadequate, that means insufficient. A large portion of our groundwater remains unutilized due to lack of technology and lack of money, that is, lack of fund. Sometimes pollutants on the land surfaces seep down into the ground and contaminate the groundwater, especially in many places where groundwater is utilized for drinking and agriculture. Now, let me talk about rainfall in India. Rainfall distribution in India is uneven and unpredictable. We don't know when rainfall will take place and whether it will be continuous or it will have only for the time being. The arid regions of Rajasthan get 30 centimeters of rainfall annually, whereas the hilly regions of the northeast get more than 200 centimeters of rainfall annually. And the country receives its major share of rainfall, that means highest rainfall, in the monsoon season, that is from June to September. So, after going through all these topics, one thing is clear that water is very much important for our survival. Therefore, we need to conserve water. So, there are certain ways how we can conserve water. So, let me tell what are those ways. First, the practice of rainwater harvesting should be encouraged. Then secondly, repair leaking taps to prevent wastage of water. Then, stored rainwater must be utilized for domestic uses like cleaning the house and watering plants. The next, to prevent water pollution, industrial waste must not be disposed of in water bodies. That means in the rivers or seas. Then, immersion of idols or floral offerings in water bodies must be strictly forbidden. So, what this means? Idols or floral offerings means idols, the murtis, isn't it? After Durga Puja or after Vishwakarma Puja or after any rituals or pujas, the statues or murtis, whatever we say, isn't it? So, all those statues or idols are immersed or thrown in the rivers, isn't it? So, that should not be done because it will pollute the river water. And therefore, it should be strictly forbidden. Then lastly, trees must be planted because they cause rainfall. We all know that forest helps in bringing rainfall. If there will be trees, if there will be forest, then only there will be good rainfall. And as well as it will replenish water ground storage. That means in the ground also there will be available water. So we have come to the end of the lesson. In the next video, I will come with another lesson, that is chapter 3, natural vegetation and wildlife. Thank you.